if somebody is listening right now, because somebody is, and someone's going, I really want to write a book, but I'm too old, or I don't know
Mhm.
where to start, or I don't know what to do, what would you say to them?
For-
Yeah, right?
And
Take that to the
but
bank.
I mean, I wouldn't do that to their face. I'd be a little more polite.
Right.
But seriously, like we were just saying, one life to live.
Yeah.
Life is short. You never know what's around the corner. And I wrote my first novel thinking I had no clue how to do this, except for that little box set. At 40, I wrote it, and it was published by a Canadian publisher at 42. So it can happen.
It can happen.
I would say you're going to have a lot of stick with itness,
Yeah.
persistence. And there's going to be times you want to quit.
Yep.
And I think what I've learned is fine, feel that night. Okay. You're giving up. Often my husband would go, what would Finn think? Cause
Yeah.
you don't want to teach your child to quit.
Right.
Then he'd also play devil's advocate and go, okay, fine, quit.
Right.
He did the reverse psychology a lot for me. You do need a strong unit, but it can also be your own self. I've also told some women, I had some women who were in abusive situations come to me because I teach. I've taught 18 students since the pandemic started. I was
Wow.
teaching through Zoom.
Good for you.
Taught how to write, how to self-publish, how to do KDP, Amazon's publishing.
Okay.
Yeah, kdp.amazon.com is the website if you want to look into KDP. And they were in situations where they had to get out and they felt like they didn't have the money to do it. And that's what I said, KDP is free. It's free to publish on there. All you have to do is hire a graphic designer for your covers. So
Yeah.
there's that. And I always suggest hiring a good editor. That could be costly, but you can also look on what's it called, 5R?
Yeah. That's awesome. And remember, as Heather just said, you can always approach this fine lady for help.
Always. But
Always.
the women were saying like, oh, I can't because of all these barriers. And I understand that. And I also like want to say that, like, I had the privilege of having my own house. We always,
Yeah.
a husband that's paying the bills, but I managed to actually make a small living.
Yeah.
So, and I was always like looking at, okay, well, I guess I'd live in an apartment if I was not, if I was single. But it can be done. And a lot of them are saying, well, where am I going to write? And if I got kids and all this, libraries, go to a library.
Or like write when and where you can, like write at night when they're in bed or when you're on break or whatever it is.
But it's not easy to find those
No, of course not.
workarounds. And then that's one of the biggest barriers, I think, is finding, hey, who was it who wrote A Room to Write? A room of one's own. I can't think of the author,
Oh,
but anyway, it would be nice to have a room of one's own, like I actually do have. I had
yeah.
it for 20 years, but
Yeah.
not everybody can have that.
No, it's
So
not the case for
one
everyone.
of the things that I liked helping my students is figure that out. So that when they finish the course, they're like, oh, wow, I see a way through.